So this is the phone that pretty much every Android fan has been waiting for, the EVO 4G. It's available on Sprint, and it's going to come out in June for $200 with a 2-year contract. You'll also have to get a mandatory data plan as well as an extra fee for 4G use. This is one of the coolest phones we've ever seen. It's got a 4.3-inch screen, 8-megapixel camera, and tons of multimedia features. As the name implies, the EVO 4G has 4G support. It's actually the first phone that supports Sprint's WiMAX network. But the problem with this 4G-ness is that there isn't a lot of 4G coverage in the United States. There's a couple of random cities that have 4G coverage, like Chicago, Las Vegas, but here in San Francisco, we don't get anything. So I wasn't able to test the 4G speeds. But there are some really cool features that come with 4G. Obviously, data is a lot faster. You can do simultaneous voice and data. And maybe the coolest feature is that you can turn your phone into a 4G wireless hotspot. So you can connect up to 8 wireless devices like your laptop or your camera using the EVO 4G. But that'll cost you an additional $30. And on top of that, you have to pay a mandatory $10 fee for 4G use. And I think this is kind of unfair because if you're in a city like San Francisco where there is no 4G, you still have to pay. The EVO 4G has an 8-megapixel camera, and it's pretty good. I shot some photos indoors and out, and I was pretty impressed with the quality. It also has a couple of onboard photo editing features, and you can also record HD quality video. The other cool thing is that it has a front-facing 1.3 megapixel camera. And what else is this good for but video chat? So you can look at your friends and talk to them at the same time. And that 4G simultaneous voice and data is really going to, help that out. And think about the other possibilities with this. You can do gaming and talk with your friends while you're gaming, or there's also the really popular application Quick, which is video chat, but also like recording your own videos and uploading them to YouTube and whatnot. So it really opens the door for some really interesting applications. The EVO 4G runs Android 2.1 with HTC's custom-built Sense user interface. The Sense UI has some pretty cool features. One of them is where you can look at all your open pages by pinching on the home screen, and it brings them down to like these little card sizes. It's pretty nifty. There's also something called Friends Stream, which takes all of your social networks, aggregates them, and puts them into a single view. It's a little annoying, a little bit hard to wade through, but if you're into that, it's probably useful for you. Also, Sense is just really pretty looking. It's prettier than the vanilla Android 2.1, but we're really looking forward to seeing the EVO 4G running 2.2. This 2.2 has a big performance boost. It's a lot faster than 2.1, and it has flash support. So hopefully HTC, we know that HTC is on board to upgrade, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later. 2 things I didn't like about this phone. One is kind of obvious. It's pretty big. It's got this beautiful 4.3-inch screen, which is great for watching movies, but in terms of carrying it around in your pocket or even in my purse, it's kind of clunky. It doesn't really fit quite right. It's just a little bit on the big side. You're going to have a hard time putting it in your pocket. But the other thing is that the fact that I couldn't get 4G coverage was really frustrating because that's one of the coolest things about this phone. And on top of that, paying $10 a month for something that I don't get is pretty unfair to me. But even without the 4G goodness, you're still going to really like this phone. It's got excellent multimedia features, like a great music player. The Friends Stream is pretty cool. You get high-quality YouTube videos, and you get all the wonderful applications in the Android market. And trust me, gaming on this thing is awesome. The screen is great for that. So EVO 4G, $200, coming out in June. I'm Ginny Meese. Thanks for watching.